Peace and love. Sending you out positive energy, high vibes, success on your entrepreneurship, all love, all positivity. Today I'm going to be speaking about the neuroplasticity in the brain, referred to as the neuroplastic. Okay? It deals with our brain functioning, okay, our memory, our senses, our motor ability skills as well, and our learning capabilities. So as we take on a new trade and we are focusing on that trade, the brain grows and we receive more neurotransmitters. Okay, the neurotransmitters is expanded out by how we participate in an activity daily. So, for an example, the things that we do and we participate in on an everyday basis, it shapes our brain. Okay, so if we are consistently exercising, walking, jogging, taking on a new task, learning, growing the subconsciousness, when we do, we gain great power and our brain becomes larger. Okay, so they did studies on individuals that were sitting down and individuals that walked for 20 minutes a day. The individuals that walk for the 20 minutes a day, they receive gray matter in the brain that expanded out. The gray matter on the photo 222 on the clock is symbolic to our learning capabilities. Okay, so if we walk for at least 20 minutes a day, it helps our memory of our learning capabilities to work more better. It expands out the neurotransmitters. Okay, so they actually did studies on individuals that meditated for at least 20 minutes a day and the individuals that didn't meditate. So the individuals that meditated had an increase in gray matter that helps with the learning capabilities. Okay. They also did another study and individuals had stress, pain, anxiety. Once they meditated for 20 minutes a day, it released the pain and the stress and the tension, 333 on the clock. And they were more in a harmonizing, in a loving, in a positive mindset. So as we think of meditating, it's an ancient practice that was done by ancients worldwide. 333 was just on the clock. And it shows us that the ancient idea, all is mind, mind is all. We create our reality with our thoughts. So if we are in a positive state of mind and we are focusing on something, it's going to manifest for us. Okay? And when we deal with meditating, it's symbolic to the quantum entanglement. Our heart is constantly sending signals to our brain. So once we have the two particles of heart coherence and brain coherence operating together, two particles resonating together to create something beautiful. As our heart sends signals to the brain, our heart then expands out at least 3 feet, the electric magnetic field. So as we are focusing and participating on something, it becomes our reality. And if it's positive and it's high vibrating, okay, and we have polarity that's manifested in twos. So whatever it is, and if it's great energy, it's going to manifest. So we have to keep our thoughts positive. We have to stay on a high vibe of learning and growing and participating and meditating and exercising as we become familiar with who we are and tap into our true divinity. Because once we do, we're able to heal ourselves from any diseases that could have manifested on us by meditating for at least 20 minutes a day, by focusing on whatever illness that manifested on us and gaining knowledge of that illness and removing it off our being by simply gaining that knowledge and loving ourselves. Okay, when we're eating from the tree of good, we are familiar with our true divinity, and we start adding things that is essential to our growth, that will help us heal, that will help us to be in a calm and a center and a peaceful state of love and positivity. Once we do, it's up for us. It's abundant because we have the understanding of our true divinity and the tools that we need to use to heal. Okay? Meditating is grand, and it's an act of discipline. Once we are disciplined, we focus on something. We focus on a goal. Once we do that, we are sending signals from that heart space, from that love to the brain. So we're going to create something beautiful. 2 particles are working together. Not only that, we are enhancing the memory, the neurotransmitter, the learning capabilities in the brain. The brain is expanding and it's getting larger. And that's great energy. So us taking on a new trade or a new learning skill helps our brain to increase the neurotransmitters. We become more powerful, more strong, more energized. And we have to have the understanding of how the systems work. That's why the ancients practice the natural laws of nature. For example, in Kemet, the temples was symbolic to the divine body. Okay, so they had a temple called the Holy of the Holies, and that was symbolic to the God's temple, right? Well, the Holy of the Holy Temple was symbolic to the pineal gland. In ancient Kemet. Also, the temples are symbolic to them, us, resonating with nature. So they took everything that they saw in nature and they spreaded it throughout Kemet with beautiful statues, monuments, and spiritual science of spiritual stories. And it shows us as we research ancient Kemet, they were trying to show us we are divine beings. And once we resonate with nature and resonate with our true divinity, we will have soul evolution. It'll help us on our spiritual journey. So that's why the ancients were disciplined. And they participated in the 42 laws of Ma'at. Once we are disciplined, it builds our character. It makes us to become stoic. It helps us to tap into self-mastery. So once we are participating in an activity daily, it helps us. Once we are meditating, we are grounding ourselves. We are connecting with water. We 90% full of water. Okay, it enhances the power. Once we are sun gazing, once we are meditating, once we are raising the level of our consciousness by taking on a task, once we are exercising, these are all ancient practices that how our ancients navigated. Even grounding ourselves, it's a part of our natural being. And once we have the understanding of that, we're able to heal any disease that manifests on us. We're able to go in a center, in the dark, in a calm space, and create something beautiful. Because when we are in that dark and that calm space, it helps us to tap into our true divinity and find out our individuality and to release all stress and anxiety and to heal ourselves if we are ill by tapping into the power we have of our true divinity. So once we have the understanding of that 12-12, we have the understanding of who we are inside and how we can heal ourselves. We can also make ourselves become better. 222 was just on the clock. And tap into our true divinity. I'm going to post pictures and also a video so you all can check it out. I love you all, and I'm sending you all positive energy and high vibes. Just be mindful that we are shaping our brains by the daily activities that we are participating in. So it's never too late to grow. It's never too late to learn. It's never too late to take on a new task that you love to do. And once you do, it's going to help you to become better. It's going to build your character. And not only that, it's going to help you with your brain development. It's going to help you to expand the neurotransmitters in the brain. The gray matter in the brain that helps with learning capabilities. It's going to help your brain to become more better, more powerful, more stronger, and expand it out. I love you all, and I'm sending you all positive energy and high vibes. Make sure you subscribe to my YouTube channel. You hit the like button, and you leave me any comments or questions in my description below. I love you. Peace and love.